Alright, hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. For some reason it's cold here. Like, I was really surprised today. It's windy and cold and it's May, but anyway, moving on. Something really funny happened today. Like, really funny that I'm not gonna say what happened in this video. If you guys want to know what happened, McWhirlpool is doing a live stream. Anybody wants to check that shit out, go and check it out. In fact, I'll probably upload this right after I do this. I'll upload it so you guys know about it. I will tell what happened today in that live stream. Happened tonight. It's unbelievable. But anyway, moving on. Fairy Tail. Ugh. This was Fairy Tail chapter 332 review. This one was the beginning. This was pretty short. Both this and Kenichi were pretty short this week. Not a lot of things happen in this chapter, and I just took a look at Joten. He says it's boring. It kind of is, but here's what kind of put me off. Future Rogue, like, come on. Future Rogue is being... This is what I have to say about Future Rogue, yeah. No, he's garbage. He's like really... And I mean this. He's garbage. Just pure, adulterated crap. Like, he has this speech, I'm like, no. No, man. Come on. That's a horrible evil villain speech. Come on. Get the fuck out. But the overall, this was a short chapter, so I'm not really going to go too much with the summary. But pretty much this one was called Firebird. And I was right on this. I had thought when I heard the word Firebird that I had a few ideas of what was going to happen. And I was on the money with this one. Pretty much. What ends on happening is we get Loxus freed, Evergreen, and Big Slow. You know, the four amigos kind of thing going on, and they're fighting Atlas, the fire dragon that's on fire. And this pretty much was them fighting it, and they were all doing their attacks. Don't have to go too much into this. And like I said, it's not really enough because not much happened in this chapter. And well, Freed did Absolute Shadow on him, this move Absolute Shadow, and they all did their moves. And then Loxus did Thunder Dragon's Roar. Didn't really do anything on him. Didn't really do anything. And they're like, oh, isn't there a Evergreen's like, oh, is there a Water Dragon Slayer or something? Well, if you want the fire one, he's right here. It's Natsu. And this is what this was from last week with the whole Lucy's naked thing. She was mentioning there were different kinds of dragons. Well, one of them, Atlas, is induced with fire. So Natsu just goes on top of him and eats the fire. And this didn't irk me. This part of the chapter I wasn't that upset with. What pissed me off was after with Rogue. Future Rogue, no man, you suck. I'll get into that later on in this video. But first let's get into this. And he's going on topping of the dragon and he says, oh, found your fire dragon. Call me Natsu, and I'm going to eat you. So basically he's going to eat the flames. And he's like, you dare mock me! And he's trying to get him off him. And then Natsu's basically telling Loxus, I'll take care of this guy. Go help Wendy. Go help Wendy. Go to the castle. Wendy needs your help. And they're just saying that she's still young. She's still young and inexperienced with these kinds of things. She's probably got her hands full. And he's like, and Natsu's like, and then Lox is like saying, you know, can I just I'll power up by just eating him? And they're going to head to the castle. And he's like saying, enough of this top fooling with missiles. Don't encourage me anymore. You already have. And the dragon's Atlas trying to get Natsu Aleph, and he can't. And and he's like saying, a mere human trying to devour my flames. And then he's like saying, this sensation, it can't be. This is indeed just like the Flame Dragon King, igneel. And it's just this spread. Oh man, that was pretty beast. No, listen, I like my dragons. And it was pretty beast to see igneel illustrated there on top of the flame dragon eating his flames. You know, eating Atlas's flames. That was pretty beast. That was the high point. That, and when Natsu came onto the scene to challenge Future Rogue, and he was on top of Atlas. Those two scenes were just crazy in this chapter. Just fantastic scenes. And so pretty much, he's asking Natsu, what's your connection to igneel? And he's like saying, you know igneel? And he says, the Flame Dragon King is a dear friend of mine. I see. Igneel's my dad. And then after that, we go right into Future Rogue. Now, I'm not going to repeat every fucking word this motherfucker said. But at least to say, and I agree with McWhirlpool on this, lame. Future Rogue, listen. Let me tell you something right now. Hero must have given you some really bad weed because you suck as a villain. That's right. He sucks. He needs to go back to school. And in fact, you know what would be funny? Yeah, they tell him, oh, you can't be a villain. We're like, why? You suck. Nope. Oh, wait a minute. You can't go to school. You're so bad. You're such a bad villain. No, maybe not that bad, but you still can't do it. Sorry. They deny him. He's been axed. Future Rogue saying this speech was stupid. He's like, then the world will be my oyster if I take that Ignatia. The earth will crumble. I'm the Dragon King Emperor, born for the Dragon King Festival. Now the shadow will become the light, an absolute light. That will illuminate the world. I'm like, come on, man. You suck. You suck. You're boring. Boring. I've seen there are so many better villains than Future Rogue right now after making that speech. Like, so many. Like, I could count with my hand. Let's see. Aizen, Madara, Blackbeard, hell, who else? Like, half the people from Project Arms are better than this guy. Jesus Christ. You suck, Future Rogue. Back off. So after saying his little stupid speech, Natsu comes in. He says, our light comes from within our hearts. And this epic scene where he says that's it's not something that the likes of you can see. And he's on top of Atlas, and I was like, yo, that's awesome. Awesome scene. And then after that, the dragon headbutts the other dragon that Future Rogue's on, saying, what the hell is Natsu doing riding that dragon? Have you betrayed me, Atlas? And he says, I feel from the bottom of my heart. The son of igneel is the son of a dear friend. And he says, I'm counting on you, uncle. Uncle. And on the side it says, to be continuing chapter 333, man and man, dragon and dragon, man and dragon. And that's pretty much where it ends. This chapter was pretty much this. Natsu eating flames on top of Atlantis, riding Atlantis. Those were the high points of this chapter, even though it's not really that high. Those were the only high points. Future Rogue, he ruined the chapter. That's the way I look at it. He fucked up the chapter. The chapter sucked because of Future Rogue. He just completely fucked up the chapter. It's just god-awful. He needs to go back home and just needs to go back home. He just needs to get the fuck out of Dodge, man. You suck. You Future Rogue, get the fuck out. Yeah. Simple as that. But overall, this was a good chapter to the other points of the chapter. Future Rogue, no. Go back to villain. You shouldn't even be a villain. You should be a punching bag. Yeah. Or something. Because he just sucks. Just terrible. Terrible villain. So, yeah, his speech sucked. He sucks. End of story. And, that's all it is. So this chapter doesn't get that high of a rating. 3.5. I should be giving it a 3, but I'm being generous because, you see igneel on top of Atlas. That's pretty beast. That kind of thing. So yeah, pretty beast. And that's pretty much the story, people. We'll see how, next week's probably going to be him going up against Future Rogue now with On a Dragon. So it's kind of interesting because he's going to have now, Natsu's going to have twice the firepower. Because Atlas is made out of flames, he's got an immense amount of power at his disposal. So it's like an unlimited amount of energy, of magic energy that Natsu can be at his disposal to go against this guy. So that's going to be interesting to see how he pulls it off. Now, before I end this review, I want to mention one thing off topic. I have a video that's going to be uploaded not tonight, probably tomorrow. If I have enough time, I'll do it tonight, but we'll see. Which is the unboxing video I did of 2 mangas that I bought and a few animes. I will do that tonight, hopefully. Hopefully. We will see. So yeah, that's all I got with that. And that's all I got for you guys. So yeah, this is Bonkai 922. I'll see you guys later. Remember I said McWhirlpool link, live stream, I guess, and we will see how that goes. And I'll see you guys later. Future Rogue, yo stock. See ya.